Well, the health situation among South Sudan refugees is going from bad to worse. The UN's High Council for Refugees says it's alarming and dire, especially among children in the Unity and Upper Nile states. Kelly Nuxoll is covering the crisis for VOA's South Sudan in Focus, and she joins me now with details. Welcome to our show, Kelly.
You.
So tell us what exactly is happening there, why we have it seems like a worsening refugee situation.
Sure. Well, the refugee situation is a byproduct of a lot of other things that have been going on. The main one is that there's an ongoing conflict in Sudan. In some of the southern states of Sudan, there's a rebel group there that has been affiliated with the independence movement in South Sudan, and they continue to struggle for independence or sovereignty. And that rebel group is clashing with the government of South Sudan. And as a result of that fighting, you have tens of thousands of people who are fleeing that area, pouring over the border from Sudan into South Sudan.
And we're talking upwards of about 170,000 refugees?
170,000 refugees, and that's significant because that's almost double the refugee population from last April. It's a huge number.
And I guess why the UNHCR is saying the situation is dire at the moment, this is the rainy season.
Right.
So they're exposed, and of course with it comes all sorts of, implications, including cholera and other diseases.
Sure, that's exactly right. And it's not only that the rainy season makes it more difficult in the camps because it's more easy to spread disease, it means that it's been tough for the refugees to get there in the first place. The roads are almost impassable, the camps are really quite remote, and many of the refugees who are coming have been starving or in poor health before they've even gotten there.
So what is the government of South Sudan in Juba saying, or more importantly doing, about the situation?
Right, that's a great question, and this is part of what makes it challenging. As you know, South Sudan doesn't have a revenue stream anymore. It cut off the pipeline, the oil production, because of its earlier conflict with Sudan. So South Sudan doesn't have a lot of money right now to support a refugee crisis. What they are doing is offering land for the refugees, and they're liaising with the UN, with some other NGOs, and trying to ameliorate the situation the best they can.
What about groups such as the UNHCR and other aid groups? What are they able to do? I've been reading a lot about efforts to relocate some of the refugees.
You know, I think what they're trying to do right now is just manage the refugees that they have. They're trying to improve hygiene there in the camps. There's a lot of things that the refugees have control over, like washing their hands and some basic sanitation practices that are making it better. They're running some immunization campaigns. That's helping. And I think they're hoping that they're able to continue to get supplies into those camps to last out the rainy season.
And then mostly affected are the children. I understand some are even dying in large numbers.
It's true. The children under 5 are dying in disproportionate numbers. It's beyond emergency levels now. And there are a number of kids under 11 in these camps as well.
It's frightening. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Kelly Nuxoll, who reports for VOA's South Sudan in Focus, joining us here on our show today.